Hey, hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic video, and you know what? Actually, I want to go with this deck instead. Today's topic for the 15th. All right, so let's see what we've got here. We are starting out with, oh, and by the way, thank you everybody that was with me tonight when I was live over on my other channel, Tarot Dog. We'll do that again over there at some point as well. But yeah, it was really nice to see people. It was pretty late tonight, but thank you guys for hanging out over there. So here we go. For the story for the 15th, we've got that navigation happening. We've got this, someone's North Star is guiding them. Someone knows exactly what they want. Someone is ready for the thing that they want. It's funny, they could be coming to this conclusion on the 15th, but then taking action on the 16th. Or in the wee hours of the night, this is today's topic for the 15th, but perhaps it's like they're up all night and then the clock, passes midnight. Now technically it's in the 16th, but it's late at night, and it's like they've come to this conclusion. We have night owls here as well, so something heavy about coming to a conclusion in the wee hours of the night between the 15th and the 16th. This is usually a card of like communication. This could be that somebody either has a little conversation with their ancestors, and the ancestors are like, do the thing that your heart says, or they could literally text a family member, tell somebody, I'm going, I have to do this. I've set my inner compass, I've set my heart, and I know where I'm going. Because this is, it's the heart, literally. It's true love. Someone is possibly taking a red-eye flight to go get to their person, or there is going to be some gossip about this, but it also oftentimes this can be good advice that the owls can represent, specifically elderly women that have a lot of wisdom. That's just the message that goes along with this particular card, if you read the guidebook anyway. And so it comes across like we have a character that is very certain first in themselves. Then they present the same information that they have discovered to either their guides or an ancestor or a real, living, breathing person. And they tell this person what they think they need to do. And this person may say, well, then don't wait. What are you waiting for? Go get, tell the person that you need to tell that you love them. And I feel like, why does this happen at night? Let me just ask that. Why does this happen at night? I feel like I need a sorry guys. Why is this happening at night? I wanted a darker deck. I guess we'll go with this one. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands. It's just one of those things where the timing is right. It's not anything that has to be nighttime. It just happens to be. The Wheel of Fortune has shifted, and they all of a sudden feel something click into place, and it's like, it's time to go. It's time to go. I don't feel bad about this idea anymore. I don't feel guilty about going after what I want. I don't feel like I should be prohibited. There aren't really any more obstacles. I feel like I'm allowed to pursue what my heart wants, and I feel like the universe is nudging me, saying, go. You must go. Tell me about the owls. Because I feel like this is further confirmation from someone that says, yes, go. Queen of Pentacles. This could be like a wise, maybe a mother figure, or someone that, it's interesting because this almost comes across like maybe they're actually consulting, like sometimes we turn to a book of wisdom or something. Maybe there's they have a book of fabulous quotes by intellectuals, or a particular person. I don't want to say like a guru per se, but someone who they view as an individual that has a lot of wisdom to impart. Tell me more about this. We got a 3 of Swords. This is about the owls. Let me get one more here. We have the Moon. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. The person that they want to go to seemingly is the same person that they are heartbroken over, the same person that they love, and the same person who has unwittingly given them some kind of advice. But okay, so hold on, let me back this up. Our lead character knows what their heart wants. They feel like it's the right time. This all happens over the course of one late night thought process. And it's funny how I don't know if they turn to this Queen of Pentacles is their person. It's the person who they are heartbroken over. It's also the person that they want, the person that they love. And oddly, it's the Queen of Pentacles who is the individual who, unbeknownst to her, she is the one who has actually helped them come to this conclusion that, yes, this is the right thing to do. How does she, I don't get that. How does she unwittingly help them? I don't know if it's like she's sitting here at her computer. So maybe maybe this is like a social media influencer or something who like puts out really inspirational quotes or something. And this person reads her own inspirational quote and they're like, that's my confirmation. She just said the exact thing that I'm feeling right now, which is I need to go. I can feel that something has changed. I know she's the one for me. She put out some quote or something like that says exactly the thing I needed to hear. And she doesn't even know it. Page of Swords. So they have been spying on her, the Emperor. Okay. I'm not going to detract from that statement at all. We're going to double down on it. She probably has no clue that they have been, I don't want to use the word spying, but they have been still paying close attention to her. And something that she said has confirmed the same feeling that they have had, which is, and maybe she said something about like, when that something is right, then there's no question mark. That's when you move towards something, not because you can answer why you shouldn't, but because all you can think of is why you should. Like, I don't know. I have no witty quote right now. It's the best thing I can think of. But maybe she says something like that. They read something like that. It seems like it comes from her, though, is the interesting part about this. She has no idea that they have been watching her, but that was the final confirmation that they needed to hear or read, or it lets them know that there's no way that this is serendipitous. Well, it is serendipitous, but there's no way that this isn't exactly what I needed to hear and exactly the way I needed to view this. And now I can move forward feeling like I'm positive. She's my person. She even thinks the same way I do. She says the same things that I'm feeling. Like this is it. This is right. This is my love. Okay, tell me a little bit more about that. About the card of love, the heart. We've got the Tower. We've got the High Priestess. I'm going to hold down the same storyline here and say we just keep doubling down on it. There has been, just like they're going through this change where it's like the Wheel of Fortune clicks into place and their heart knows it and they know they have to take action. The Tower happens when something that was confining is removed and now energy can be redistributed and free flowing. There has been a silence between these two for maybe a very long time. There has been silence combined with even like a hostile separation. And the reason I say hostile is just because the Tower is where things get confined and usually against one's will, or it's where somebody like seals themselves up on purpose to like protect themselves from like hostile forces. And sometimes people think that they have to protect themselves against the very thing that they most want. There has been some kind of awareness, though, that this energy has shifted, the tower has fallen. And I believe it's happening as much on her side as on the Emperor's side. This is happening at the same time for both of them. There is a like a lowering of the force field, I'll say, whatever the force field was that kept these two apart, that kept these two separated. We've got the world and we've got the star. We keep getting some really powerful, really major arcanas throughout this. I mean, we've got a little bit of everything. We've got Aries a couple times now. We've got some Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. We've got, excuse me, Aquarius and Capricorn. We've got Pisces over here. We've got a little of everything, right? With all of this, she is also in an energy of feeling like something has changed for her. They've got the Wheel of Fortune, she's got the world. New cycles beginning. In her mind, it's so crazy because they start out with the star, and now here she has the star, and she's connected directly to it, which is them. Why is this working now? Why is this the right time? They are the star, but she is the one who is connected to the star. There is no distance between these two anymore. She's directly got a conduit directly to them. The string is attached and she holds it in her hands. Once upon a time, these two were in separation. And then it's funny how like the divine lightning came and struck it. And then it's like we have the reverse shape of lightning going up and it becomes the thread that holds onto the star like a kite. But they are that star. It's weird how they're getting tethered to her, but then they're the ones intentionally flying down to her. And she's the one holding onto the thread, almost like saying, just follow this line and it'll bring you to me. But why now? I'm super happy for these characters, obviously. We have a 10 of Cups in the reverse. We have a 5 of Pentacles sideways. This is like all hope is lost. And I'm saying, why now? And it says, everything went to hell in a handbasket. This is really crappy. Sorry. 8 of Wands in the reverse. There's been no happiness, no communication, only sorrows. Did we get sick and tired of being sick and tired? Is that what this is about? This is crappy, crummy, and I hate it, and I want it to stop. 8 of Cups. To a certain extent, yes. Both characters walked away from misery. Both characters walked away from the energy of, I won't do anything. This is horrible. I feel horrible about this. This whole situation hurts my heart. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. They're walking away from that attitude is what I would say. Walking away from this concept that things don't work out and it's no good. 2 of Pentacles. They both got to the same point. It's weird how as they walked away from bitterness that maybe they held toward each other, they both came to a place of like, wait a second, I'm not thinking about how horrible that was, how badly it ended, how much it hurt. So, now that I've kind of chosen not to see that side of it, now that I've walked away from that, maybe I can see this different. Maybe there's something else there. Maybe there's Ace of Wands sideways. And you notice the third eye is the part that's really highlighted. Sorry, guys. This is a two-way street. Things have changed in their minds. Things have changed in their intuition. Things have changed. I'm still not sure I see it, though. What has changed so much? I mean, there's passion there, obviously, but 6 of Cups, King of Wands. We have things that have changed. You notice how we got, like, oh, I love this card so much. Like a little dude who gets a little puppy, and then as they both grow up, now we see the little dude being a full-grown man and the dog being a full-grown dog. And it's like, maybe these two were young, they were immature when they met, and so the version of their relationship was kind of handled in an immature way, and it's matured now, and they're in an energy of like, okay, I don't want to heap this all on one character, but you remember we have our lead character who's shown up as an emperor. Now we have all masculine energy on this. I'm almost inclined to say that if things had been in heavy conflict back when they were together in the past, it might have been because they're both realizing they've walked away from how messed up it was and how painful it was. And now, when they think about the situation in this calmer, more mature energy that they're both in, they may both be reflecting and saying, you know what? When we met before, there was a lot of immaturity. There was, and in particular, that divine masculine, they themselves may have been in a place where, look, we don't expect a toddler to be able to tend to the needs of a puppy, right? The toddler can love the puppy, but will they take care of the puppy? Well, no. I mean, they can't even reach a stove to make food for themselves, much less, reach the can opener to open up, wet dog food. So nobody would expect a toddler to take care of their own. I mean, they haven't learned to use the potty, neither has the puppy yet. So how are they going to potty train a puppy when they themselves don't understand, anything beyond diapers? So we don't place those expectations. And I'm not trying to belittle this masculine. What I'm trying to say is the relationship itself, even if baby loves puppy and puppy loves baby, at one point this relationship, and possibly, yes, the divine masculine in particular, may have loved this person, but they were not in a place where they could have actually tended to this relationship and taken care of it. Not because they didn't want to or didn't love it, but they didn't have the skill set yet. Then now time has passed and they're seeing it from a much more mature mindset. And perhaps our feminine in this storyline, and please forgive me, I don't read for genders, but that is what we got in this story, is a masculine and a feminine. So, but it feels like both the masculine and the feminine are looking at this and they're saying, the thing is, I realized that they did actually love me. And had it been a more mature scenario, it could have really worked. So we're taking away the hurt and the pain. And instead of saying, well, you did this to me, you caused me grief, this was really sad, it should have worked and it didn't because blah, 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 you didn't do this. Instead of them just feeling dismal about what didn't work out, they're finally like taking it apart, dissecting it, and seeing from a really positive perspective. Now, wait a second, maybe it was someone didn't have the tools yet. And I'll say the maturity level, but they didn't have the tools really to be able to make this relationship what it could have been back then. But time passes, people grow, and now it's like, wow, if it had been a more mature thing, it really could have worked out. So it's like they're dissecting what didn't work and intuitively recognizing it and saying, now wait a second, all hope is not lost, because it wasn't the right time. That's what happened, is it wasn't the right time. Someone didn't have all the tools. It's better that we weren't trying to be together, because it would have been a mess. It did suck. It did hurt the way things fell apart. But on the other hand, now it makes sense why it fell apart. And that is why things have changed now. I mean, we have a character who's become an emperor. We have a character who has reached this point where they know their own heart. Something has changed. We saw passage of time with that Wheel of Fortune. Our other character has the World card. They're ready to start fresh. They would accept this masculine back for this story. And I'm not saying this is anybody's story, right? These are fictional. But this feminine would be willing to take this masculine back if they had grown and changed. It turns out they have grown and changed by leaps and bounds. She came to this conclusion separately at the same time that they came to the same conclusion, that I am an emperor. This doesn't have to be over. Now I'm ready. I could offer something real. And I think she's ready to welcome me back in, because I saw something that she posted or she wrote. And you know what? All of this clicks. All of this makes sense. And I'm going to follow my heart. And that's what we got on this one. So anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. I'm always cheering for characters. Take care. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.